Alright, so shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto
Hashem Yahushai, Bashem Rachakadosh.
Zebulun to the elders and apostles of great Millstone. Well, peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, this is the Gms Plaintables located in Delaware. Alright, and we're going to start off with
To read it again, it says, Hebrews chapter 10 and 30, for we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. Alright? So if you see that video, man, and you tell me, man, alright, you preaching heresies and things of that nature, man, right, the Lord is going to come to you too. Alright, because most of these dudes, alright, who's in these camps, alright, selling out, alright, making merchandise of this truth, alright, preaching, gathering heresies, alright, and still is too proud to, change the doctrine, alright, because they care so much about, this kingdom, this wicked kingdom, alright. The Lord will put a judgment on you too, alright, because you have plenty of guys who hate, scoffers and who fill out the truth, who already, received that judgment, unto death, alright, all types of stuff, man, alright. But now, especially this year, man, the Lord ain't clear this year, man. I just could just say that, the first step to being accepted from the Lord is what? That fear, man.
concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but it's long suffering to usward, that not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Yeah. Now, what are we out here doing, man? You know, we telling these people to repent. All right?
Yeah. You know, and then, but, you know, basically I wanted to add real quick that some men in this thing who started count slackness, right? You know, the brother was just going into how, you know, Jake, you know, be waking up. They think that God wants them to be short tomorrow. And then, you know, as months pass by, they start to get disenchanted. But it says right here, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. And you understand that we're clearly at the end. But, you know, Jake wants it to be on his time. I mean, Yahweh already, you know, has an end at a point in time. And we understand that, you know, at the time we're in right now, there's literally a time where Yahweh is trying to put out the judgments. You know, a lot of these prophecies, literally in the time of Matthew chapter 24. That's literally here. But for some reason, you still got Jake in this enchantment, even though we're clearly at the end.
Yeah, we're clearly at the end, man. Alright? You know, Jake pointed out the truth. Alright? You know, saying that, you know, it's second to one. Alright? You know, you got plenty of men, you know, just in the year 2000 who fell out. Alright? And you still got Jake in that type of spirit, man. Alright? But what the Lord say, we gotta overcome till the end, man. Alright?
So we got the season out of season. So it's out here. All your poor, your house that should be outside. Why? Because, you know, the sheep gotta get fed. But you just had some, you know, basically had some people who came up, you know, basically inquiring of the word Yahweh Shai. So that shows you that people are listening, they're watching. So the Lord is expecting us, of course, you know, to feed his sheep. You can see how you know, the sheep are flocking. So
yeah, we the roughest camp, especially when it comes to the women. So
yeah,
if they, you know, still believe after, you know, the truth that biblical truth that we preach, you know, they probably are the elect. You know, if they, you know, continue in the things that we taught. The other camps, they kiss dude's ass. We don't do that. All right. So if you're a woman and you know how rough we are, that's the world's perception of being rough. You know, and you still believe, you probably up your elect.
Yeah, kind of, because you know, right before camp, you know, you had that call with those two women who came up, and you know, when I say, you know, we you know, when I mentioned GMS, you know, her face, you know, just lit up. So, you know, it's gonna be more and more people like that come into the camp, man. We at the end, man. You know, Jacob's trouble is around the corner, man. Alright? Alright? You know, we got certain earthquakes, alright? Certain, you know, so-called natural disasters, alright? The weather's been crazy this year, man.
The scripture will say, go to the highway, to Luke. Look up highway.
Yeah. You know, this year's been crazy, man. Alright? And ever since we moved, you know, to this certain location, man, you know, we've been having people come up, you know, every time, man. Every camp, you know, someone comes up, asks what we're doing, or, you know, you may have a car, you know, with a woman who come up, you know, ask what we're doing, you know, say shalom, you know. But that just goes to show you that, you know, we the prophets, man. You know, we the ones who shining, man. All these other people are in darkness, man.
it says Luke chapter 14 and 23, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, and my house may be filled.
Alright, this is a highway, a major highway, man. Alright, you got thousands of cars coming through here every day. Alright? You know, we got businesses on the other side, alright? You know, you got cars coming up. They already know. Alright? If the year of 2024, you know, the Israelites says,
says in Luke chapter 14, 23, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
No, look up highway.
So the Greek word for highway is hodos, which means a traveling way. It says, a traveler's way, journey traveler. It also says we basically make sit-down lessons, but as the scripture said, we also got to be out here in the house of fathers. We got some today, which that's cool. If you're making sit-down lessons, but hey, eventually, man, you got to start getting out here. Respect every prophet to be out here in the house of fathers. We're not out here on the streets, man. We're not a prophet.
On that man, to endure the flames, for a couple minutes. Alright? And from us it may have seemed like a minute. But imagine how he was feeling that, how long he was feeling that. Because when you're in that type of situation, man, the time goes by real slow. Alright? So he was really getting tortured to death, man. Who knows what he did to
it's going to be a spear out here of judgment. The Lord's will, man, this take a trouble. So it says, the Greek word for fervent is kauso, which means to burn up, to set fire to, to suffer with feverish burning, be parched.
Suffer with feverish burning, man. And that guy, man, he was suffering, man. So imagine what's going to come to Babylon the Great, man. This whole country will be engulfed in flames, man. And one thing about, them electrical fires, they very hard to extinguish, man. You put water on it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to put water on electric fire.
Yeah.
It's foam supposed to be it's certain foam.
So you're supposed to put it out a special type of way, and the natural ways that you would put out a regular fire, it's ineffective, man.
And that's very true because it was basically, this one news article I was checking out a while back. A Tesla caught on fire. The fire department spent about 4 hours trying to put out this fire with water.
And that's just.
And they know that. They're trained firefighters.
Yeah, with water or, you know, whatever substance they're using, but they spend a total of 4 hours to put out this Tesla fire, Tesla fire.
I guess it was cheaper to do that than get the proper chemical and put it out. Or they didn't have it on hand. The longer they're there, well, I guess the firefighters still get paid, the water being drained from the city. So I guess they didn't have the proper chemical to put it out within their department. Yeah, I mean, as technology increases, the government's control increases. So we gotta be, there's nothing we can really do about it. Because all the cars are getting, if it's not full electric, it's getting steering assistance, things like that. Radar adapters, cruise control. These are all things that are controlled by the computer, that are controlled by software, that are controlled by like Intel microchips, you know? So we're getting to a point where the government is going to be able to track and control every single car. Because every car, new cars, most of them have the option for internet access. So the chips are already in the computer, in the module for our communications. So the subscription is based upon whether they turn them on and off. You know? So they can just activate it whenever they want. Just like your cell phone, you can't turn the GPS off of your cell phone now. I think since 2001. So yeah. The New World Order is about control. All right.
Yeah. Also, it's a lot of news articles about, you know, Tesla is basically reported at all times or whatever. And, you know, literally you had a what's it called? You know, basically pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Yeah, the works that are therein shall be burned up. Alright? That was just a miracle, man. You saw the barely could put that up. So imagine the whole Babylon from Maine all the way to California in the flames, man. That's why the flames are gonna be so strong, man. For a very, very long time, man. Alright? And there's nothing anyone gonna do to extinguish that. Alright? So that's why we fear the Lord, man. And it was spiritual because, you know, the video, at the end of the video, you know, he was pleading for help. And you know, Che was like, man, I can't help you, man. You know? And it's nothing that's gonna deliver you out of that situation. It's the Lord, you know, execute his judgment.
Give the parable about the oil.
What's the Lord? What's he
Virgins.
Yeah, once he execute his judgment, man, it's nothing you can do. Alright? When you get a part-time final business, man, there's nothing anyone can do to help you, man. Alright? That's why, because you chose to Alright?
It says Matthew chapter 25, 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bride of the bridegroom. It says, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish. They were which took their lamps, and took no oil with them. The wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Yeah, and of course, you know, the oil represents the truth.
Right, so if you get offended at the word, the scripture said, blessed is he whosoever should not be offended in me. Alright, Yahushua said that. So if you see brothers talking rough, as long as they telling the truth, don't be offended. Alright? And if you get offended, get unoffended. Alright? Good.
Yeah, you know, I'm on the hour real quick. If you know, we see some Jake on the road, you know, he's walking, not even paying attention, man. You know, you don't think we're gonna yell. You know, basically to get out the way. You think we're gonna be, hey, no, come on, man.
Yeah, dude dropped his cell phone and back on the park. He was at the park. Yeah, he got hit by a car. One got hit by a car, and the other dropped his phone. Or it might have been two. It was two separate ones, and both of them happened where I think it was, he got hit by a car and he dropped his cell phone. Yeah, he's walking away like he ain't give a damn about his cell phone. Now, something might have been wrong with him in his head, or he might have been a little delirious. But we yelled at him, told him to get his cell phone.
Probably embarrassed or something.
Yeah.
But hey, and that was spiritual, man, because that happened right in front of the camp. You know, that just shows you the mind of, you know, 2/3 of Israel, man. You know, he got his headphones on, you know, with a skateboard or something like that. You know, going right past the camp.
And the Lord made him stop.
Yeah, the Lord made him stop.
Exactly who we were.
And see who we were, man.
If he didn't, now he never knew. The Lord smacked him right in front of us.
Kind of like, hey,
We're gonna see what Cadillac made.
we don't feel bad for him because about his phone.
That Escalade?
Hit with the car. Yeah, it was an Escalade.
Look up Escalade, see what Escalade
You know,
means.
he ain't say
Mentally dead.
Somebody take off, you got hit by a car. You know, this guy take off and he told him that he dropped his phone. He acted like Yeah, so I have both the definition and the etymology of escalade. To get the etymology first, it says 59's action of using ladders to scale the walls of a fortified place. Yeah, it says from French escalade. So the action of using ladders to scale the walls of a fortified place.
Yeah, so that means, well, spiritually, you can't be saved. Because even the spirit divinely intervened to hit him, to stop him right in front of us, go into his mind and get him the truth. So he could see us, he still couldn't, the truth still couldn't penetrate his mind because his mind was closed.
Because if the Lord was dealing with him, you know, if he was, you know, a member of the elect, you know, he would have just stopped right there, like, oh man, you know, had that fear. All right, because we would have told him, you know, and to keep what he was saying, what he was saying, alright, so the Lord made him stop, and the Lord made him come back, you know, give him one more chance, get his phone.
Still ain't get it. That's how we know that 2/3 of Israel can't be saved. They gotta be delivered when they get the new body. So, but on this side, they're gonna die to death. Hellfire.
Yeah, but that just shows you, man. You know, the Lord, you know, He ain't giving him that breath of life, man. That dude was a tribe bone, man.
Chapter 28 and 9, it says, whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people.
Yeah, with stammering lips, he gonna speak to this people, and that's what we doing. All right, you know, and Jake ain't gonna get this word, man. This word is for the nation of Israel, man. It's not for no heathens, man. All right, you know, you got certain reprobates teaching that, you know, the other nations can be saved. Man. All right, this is strictly for Jake, man. All right.
Also, it says, for with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people. Yeah, and another tongue, of course, you know, speaking English. You know, brothers, some brothers speaking Spanish, or, you know, basically another language in the Hebrew, which we were once speaking, you know, back in the ancient times. Not speaking in another tongue, you know, prophesying the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shah. And it says, for with stammering lips, and you know, the elder apostles were going into that stammering lips, kind of meaning, you know, like buffooning, because, you know, for brothers, you know, like to joke around. Yeah. But, you know, what the scriptures say to prophesy with salt. But the point is that, of course, you know, bringing out the word Yahweh Shah, with precept upon precept, line upon line. So it says, Isaiah chapter 28 and 12, whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, yet they will not hear.
That Jake, you know, got hit by that car, man, dropped his phone, he needed that refreshment, man. All right? But Jake would rather be dry, man. All right? You know, this could just talk about how, you know, these people are walking, you know, without life, pretty much, you know, the congregation of the dead. All right? And that's you know, the spirit of these Jakes. All right? And that's not the first guy who's been judged in front of our camp. All right? Like, it was this one time, you know, we was out in, you know, Market Street. You know, you had a Jake, he got jumped by like 30 people. You know, that was judgment as well. All right? And, you know, really just a very plenty of camps, you know, where you just, you know, we out here preaching on the highways and hedges and Jake just getting fucking, you know, destroyed, man. Getting that judgment by the Lord. Alright?
Yeah, it says, to continue on, Isaiah chapter 28 and 12, to whom he said, this is a rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is a refreshing, yet they will not hear. But the word of the Lord Yahweh was unto them precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, and they may go, fall backward, yeah, you got some Jakes, you know, that, you know, when they basically hear this word, but they you know, hear the precepts getting brought out left and right, you know, basically, because, you know, you got Jake coming up. You know, basically, I asked them a question, you know, they might believe in something, and then basically, like this question, you know, there's a lot of online, and then they get cut. So you got some Israelites who are going to hear the word, they're going to be refreshed, after Yahweh Shah, you're going to have they get scared and take it back. But ultimately, hey, the Lord's marking everybody. Either with that Hamad, the mark of exemption, or you're going to get marked with that judgment, being judged. You know, if you had the correct spirit, you hear that, and, you know, you repent, you know. You know, it could be anything, you know, you could be watching a brother's lesson, you know, and he's going in, you know, and he's talking about a certain Israelite, or a certain, you know, just a certain spirit Jake be in, right? And maybe you just been in that spirit, or maybe you've been, you know, a little bit lackadaisical. It's like, oh man, you know, the brother, he's going in, but, you know, the Lord had me watch this video, you know, have me tighten up myself, you know, have me go hard, you know, have me, you know, be more on fire than I already am. Alright? Because now we in a time where bridegroom. The bridegroom is represented outside. And 5 of them were wise, 5 of them were foolish. They that were foolish took the lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in the vessels with their lamps. So it says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom coming. It says, go ye out to meet him. So yeah, your house shall come back. The second coming. It says, verse 7, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us the oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you.
Said we all slumbered and slept, meaning we forgot who we were. Alright? We woke up to who we were. It says that in Revelation, at 3.5 days, the spirit of life entered into them. Right? So we all slept, and then we all went back up to who we were. But 5 of them, which is 2/3, they didn't get the full knowledge. They only got part of it.
Says, verse 9, but the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us. And shall abide for yourselves. Verse 10, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with them to the marriage, and the door was shut.
Now look up ready. They weren't people, because you got a lot of Israelites that are not ready. Alright, scripture say apt to teach. When you learning is a process, you just don't get it immediately. So you're gonna try to learn the last damn minute, you ain't gonna be able to absorb everything. Alright? That's why you gotta learn now. You gotta learn to believe in the name of the Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. And know how to break it down, know the language it came from, and know that there's no translation. Alright? There's no translation from Hebrew to English or any other language. You have to say it in Hebrew. Alright, so read ready.
So the Greek word for ready is poimos. It means ready at hand, ready and prepared to do something, to receive oncoming.
Right, you coming in the last second, you know, which are they're coming in the last second. But the majority of Israelites, you know, they're gonna try to get ready at the last minute, and most of them are not. Most of them are up to 2/3, because there's more. 2/3 is more than 1/3. Right? So you're gonna have most of the Israelites try to come in at the last minute, and most of them are gonna be rejected.
And that's just the spirit of Jacob. Like,
hate to hurry.
The thing about Jake, you know, they're very unpunched. Like if they're supposed to come somewhere, you know, at a certain time, you know, they'll come like 2 hours, 3 hours late. You know, because whenever you tell a Jake, you gotta come here at 12 o'clock. You gotta be at 12 o'clock. You know, in that Jake's mind, you really think you're talking
1:45, 1,
3, 1.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Don't ever expect a Jake, you know, a random bigger man to be on time, man.
Yeah, you know, you got some Jake that might come out to camp saying, oh, you know, hey, you know, basically asking if we're gonna be out here next week. And then next thing you know, we're here and we never see them again.
right?
So yeah, that goes to show that they're not ready. You know, they weren't truly ready to really even ask that question.
Right. Of course, your YouTube, you know, that's the things you're responsible. You know, you're responsible. Especially if you're a young person. You know, that's the first thing you should ask.
You know, at least notify the brothers so you gotta show up. You got some Jake, they just come at, you know, basically unexpectedly. They don't send a message, they don't notify you. That really shows that they're not ready, they're not actually in this. It really is supposed to show you that they don't actually fear the Lord. So it says Matthew chapter 25 and 10. And while they went, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with them to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us.
This is what happened. Jake think he always got time, man. Jake like, oh, I still got time to repent. I'm gonna do it next week. And that
it's too cold, it's too hot. Mainly it's too cold. That they get to your head.
Yeah.
Instead of preparing proper, you can actually practice being out in the cold. Shit. This is serious. You got like being the truth, you gotta train to be able to withstand, decades of teaching. Alright? You can't come into this truth and be weak-minded. Alright? But if you are weak-minded, you can get the truth right here and you be reborn in the kingdom. Alright? You got people that are weak, alright, that are never gonna come into the faith. What the Lord, you're gonna come into the faith in the kingdom. In the kingdom, you're gonna be the body, you're gonna be resurrected, with immortality. But the Lord's elect are gonna get better and better and better. Alright, they'll be able to endure the elements, through what preparation, through the knowledge.
It says, Sirach chapter 5 and 6, say not his mercy is great. And it says, and say not his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from it, and his indignation resting upon sinners. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, but not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
Now read that again, slow down when you read that.
God.
Alright, break it down like slow.
God. It says, Sirach chapter 5 and 6, and say not his mercy is great. Yeah, so you got Jake, basically saying that the Lord understands that their situation or whatever, they out there, or they inside of the house, they don't want to come out there in the houses and byways. Basically convincing themselves that the Lord is based, the Lord's merciful, man, the Lord's not gonna worry about me,
that's scary. And that's one thing about it, man. Of course, man, the Lord is very merciful, man. But us being out in the highways and hedges, getting a chance to actually, redeem ourselves, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, is mercy, man. But you got certain jakes who, they try to tarry for too long. The Lord is only gonna extend that mercy, but for so long, man. Alright?
It says, going on, you will be pacified. It says, and say not his mercy is great. You will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rests upon sinners. And you got a lot of Jake. They might hear that you can't eat pork. They might hear that you can't do this, or you can't get lineups, and you can't get tattoos and a lot of other stuff that's within scriptures. You can't worship false idols. But Jake, hey, they be tarrying, man. They be the Lord. Hey, the Lord knows my situation, man. Hey, hey, I'm still new. I'm not really, I don't really know too much. Well, you know enough, not to commit that sin, but you're still doing it. Because again, these people don't have the mindset to actually fear the Lord.
Yeah, scripture say charity cover a multitude of sins. You're coming out preaching, that cover a multitude of sins. So that's the main office. You got to get together with the brotherhood and go out and preach. All right, that'll cover a lot of sins. Thinking thoughts and preparing your mind perpetually is only going to get you, but so far, it's not going to get you salvation. You got to prepare and then come out quickly. All right, Scriptures say the time is short. All right? The time doesn't say we have a long time. There's a lot of things you got to learn. And you learn that when you're a part of a camp. Fellowshipping with the brotherhood.
Yeah. It's just say how the Lord's going to come back as a thief in the night. So the Lord's not going to come back, when you expect it. So that's the point. But y'all trying to bring out parables of basically him leaving, and, him coming back unawares, him coming back to see his, servants basically listening around. I mean, first, Yahushua gave them an office, things that they got to do, things that they can't do, basically things that, again, they have orders that they need to complete. And basically Jake, again, Jake, what's wrong with him? Again, they get lazy. They don't want to serve the Lord anymore. So then when the house shot comes back, I mean, what are you going to expect? You're not going to be blameless. You're not going to be without spot.
That's a curse too. Like to be unorganized, not know how to deal with money and everything. That's a curse. So you have to study that for years. How to, proper way to spend money, save money, make more money. You got to study that. Right? Because if you don't, you're going to end up failing, especially when you get to your old age. Right? You have to get better. Right? You have to get better everything you do. You're not supposed to stay static. You're supposed to grow and evolve. Right?
So it says, Sirach chapter 5 and 7. Make no tarry and return to the Lord, put not off from day to day.
Yeah, man. And, one thing, I will say, if you're a member of the elect, man, right when you hear this word, you're gonna go right to work, man. Like when I first, was listening to this truth, man. When I was, getting real tough, in the spirit, I was in college, I was playing basketball and stuff. We was about to have our first playoff game. I just left. I was like, this is better than shit, man. I watched this thing during that time. I was just playing in the Lord. And either way, a couple weeks, maybe like a week or two past, COVID shut everything down anyway. It was the same year of 2019 COVID. All right, 2020. Yeah, 2020 COVID. Everything was getting shut down. They closed all the universities and stuff. So that was the spirit anyway.
Yeah, and anyways, they're trying to do them, mandates. We had to take that thing.
In certain hospitals, you got to wear a mask now. In certain hospitals.
Yeah.
Like 2 hospitals I delivered to, they want you to wear a mask. Okay. Good.
Yeah, wear a mask. And either way, for me to go back and play again, they want you to get that that VAXX. All right, they wanted you to get that. All right, and during that time, it wasn't really no exemptions or anything like that, or you could just wear a mask. All right, you had to get it.
That sounds like that's Esau's the devil.
So it says, Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord. Then in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. So it's telling you what's going to happen if you put off from day to day. You're lazy. Hey, the scripture doesn't say that we're going to have mercy upon you and save you. Nah. If you keep on putting off from day to day, you're not studying. You're basically not making lessons. You're not coming out here on the highways and byways. Hey, again, the day of the Lord will come upon you unawares.
Yeah, man. And read that part where it talks about the suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. Then in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Yeah, in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Jacob, I think good, man. When I left, I had that feeling I was like, man, got Jake, playing basketball, doing all this other madness, man. When I'm here and I'm learning the truth, trying to separate, away from that stuff, just being
they went to God, the bridegroom came, and they that already went in with them to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. Verse 12, it says, but he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not.
That's what's going to happen, because you're going to have these guys, man, because these people don't know, some people know the Lord's name. All right, they're going to be calling on the Lord's name. All right, but the Lord ain't going to be hearing you, man. All right? It's going to be that day, you're going to be calling on the Lord. Guys who call on the Lord, say you can call on play yoga as his name, calling on Christ. All right? Let's believe they're not going to be calling on Christ on that day, man. All right? They're going to be calling on the Lord's true name. All right, but the Lord ain't going to hear them, man.
Yeah. And also, you got some guys who are going to be like, hey, Lord, I was in this thing since the 90s or whatever, but if you stop going out, you're going to have some say, hey, I was out there for 20 years. Well, if you fall out today and you never come back, then hey, that basically means that you put out the cloud. That basically means that you drop the cloud. Then, you're not going to receive a reward anymore.
Yeah, the Lord ain't going to, give you any points for, being a retired, member of the Lord, man. Like you got, vets in the Navy or whatever you call it, going to respect them because they're years of service. Alright, we got to overcome till the end, man. Alright, it don't matter, man. If you was in it for 10, 20 years, man, you could have been on fire, man. Alright, but you got lackadaisical, and eventually the Lord put out that flame.
Yeah, what the elder apostles are the men that we reference, right? Because you got some Jakes, they might have been in the one west, but hey, again, if you fall out, then that's it, man. The elder apostles have shown their endurance and really their true faith that they had in the Yahweh Shai. By being instant in season, out of season, endurance today.
Yeah, that's why it's so important that we give double honors to the apostles and elders. Because you got Jake, who don't want to do that. Acting like they figure out this truth by themselves. Alright, they just found it. Alright, nah, you've seen it from somewhere on the highways and hedges. You've seen it online on YouTube. You didn't just wake up and know about that you was an Israelite. Alright, you was taught it from the elders and apostles, man. Alright, that's where it came from. Alright.
It says in Matthew 25:11, afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. That's why it's important to watch. That's the Greek word for watch.
But suddenly too. Suddenly. Look that up too. Suddenly. When the elect receive spiritual power, the elect are going to receive spiritual power suddenly also. We're not going to know the hour or the second when the elect are going to receive spiritual power. We know around the area, around the time, but the exact time period, exact time, second, minute, hour, we don't know. So the Lord is going to endow his elect with spiritual power like he endowed the apostles with the power to understand and speak the different tongues, different languages during the Pentecost. It was a feast they were having, and they suddenly, the cloven tongues of fire came down. All right, and they were just enjoying the celebration, and then it just came. The Spirit came on them. Go ahead.
So yeah, I wanted to read that word, right?
Yeah, well, your word first. What word you have first? Just read that one.
Watch.
Yeah, we watch first.
It says the Greek word for watch is for gorio. Gorio, which means to watch. Metaphor gives strict attention to, be cautious, active.
Yeah, so evil things won't suddenly come on you. You're gonna go and do those things, so evil won't suddenly come by. Like day of the Lord, it's not gonna force you to do because we're doing those things. We know the signs. We see we're actively living it. So we're within this sphere. If you're operating outside of watching, things are gonna seem strange to you when it happens.
To give a quick analogy, it's like a boxer. If a boxer has a title, well, you know that the boxer he has to defend that title. If he just sits on the title, eventually he's gonna have to forfeit. You know, so eventually, I mean, basically a championship or a champion, he has to retain his title by defending.
Yeah. And it's a different viewpoint too, because the cameras can only capture outside. The boxer can see from the inside. All right, so he has a different, deeper perspective of what's going on because he's actually in the fight. If you're on the outside looking, you only see those dimensions, so you're going to miss information. So you have to watch, all right, inside the camp, inside with brothers, so you can see more. You can see more clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's only so much that the camera can pick up. You know, eventually you gotta come out here, man. You actually gotta be in it. So yeah, it says, continuing on the definition of watch in the Greek, to take heed lest through remission and indolence some destructive calamity suddenly overtake you.
Some destructive calamity. All right, because things are going to happen suddenly. That word comes up a lot, not a lot, but a few times in prophecy. Suddenly, sown places appear unsown. Second Ezra's like 2 or something like that. Find where that's at. 3, 8, Second Ezra's 8, 9. All right, and then read the word. Sown places appear unsown. So you got the Applebee's that you can clearly see. You got Best Buys, food places, gathering spots. Those places are not going to be available on the time of martial law. Right? What chapter is it? What chapter is that?
That's in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 22.
6. Okay. Oh, that's right before, right after Esau's end of works. Right?
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, so suddenly, that word, so look up suddenly. Right?
So,
then you can look up, read a couple of scriptures that has suddenly in it.
So, getting the definition of suddenly, it means quickly, and it says quickly and unexpectedly.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't be effing around. All right, you gotta get serious. You know, you gotta get involved now. You don't start studying on year 100 when the earth's going to end, or the world's going to end in year 101. Start studying at year 1 and 0, 1 and 2 in the early days. When evil days come not. Get that precept too.
And one thing about Jake, man, they don't take nothing serious, man. They like to make a joke out of everything, man. No matter what it is, man. Alright? You know, they got, you even got Jake speaking these different memes of the prophets doing parody videos. All right.
Oh yeah, Mike Epps. I remember years ago that motherfucker. He the Chicago camp. I believe he's from Chicago. He put a garment on and acting like the brothers in Chicago. You know, he put curses on his ass. Then he got online saying he's gonna give a donation and all this stuff on Facebook. This happened years ago. But yeah, they feel emboldened to do shit like that, and it was all funny.
Yeah.
All fun and games.
They all, it's a bunch of celebrities doing shit like that. Like, I remember it was a video of Carmelo Anthony. He was like, oh yeah, man, trying to Israel and all this other stuff, man. I haven't heard nothing from him since. All right? Because a lot of these celebrities know what's going on, man. Like, I was watching Apostle Tahar's video. He made mention how, celebrities would just every week come up to the camp, just standing there watching. All right? These certain, different comedians and such, I just go in and stand there watching. They'll watch for a period and then, they'll leave. But that just goes to show you that they know about the truth, man. But one thing about it, though, those certain people, they're not willing to give up what they have in the world, to be in the truth. Right? Because, it's many are called but who are chosen. Because they, when they come out to the camp, who knows? They may be sincere.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have a certain amount, but very small.
Yeah.
Not many wise men, not many noble. There's gonna be some, but it's gonna be very far few between them.
But you can't serve the Lord and Mammon, so you're gonna have to choose. And that's why a lot of they'll say, a shout out to a camp or coming to a camp or whatever, but that's it. Because they have to choose.
Yeah, you got secret disciples too.
Yeah.
Like you'll have like famous people. They would or rich people. Some of them would secretly support certain YouTubers under a different name. And they would like super chat them like a huge amount of money. Like, who the hell is that? That's not a regular person giving a $5 donation every stream. That's a celebrity or a rich business owner. So you do have secret disciples. And that may be their lot. You had like Nicodemus was an example. All right. There's a difference between a prophet, and like a help. All right. Most of Israel, they're going to be prophets, the elect, 144,000. All right. Then you're going to have others that support the camp, and you have to figure that out within your spirit, whether you a prophet or whether you a help. All right.
Yeah.
I believe I was a prophet from day one. Even when I didn't know shit. I can do the same thing that I see the apostles doing in New York. I can do that. I didn't ever think I was a help. Now when like demons enter my head, I might have started thinking that. But from my initial commission, I said I believe I was a prophet. All right, you gotta know thyself. All right, you gotta know yourself. All right, good.
Yeah, that's right. So it says, Luke chapter 6 and 20, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Blessed are ye that hunger now. For
relative to Esau. All right, relative to being in his kingdom. All right, it don't mean that we're on the streets living in tents. It just means we have enough to get by and a little more or a lot more. But it's nowhere near relative to Esau. All right, we're not multi-millionaires. Riding Rolls Royces. Even if you was a multi-millionaire, why the fuck are you buying a Rolls Royce? Right? If you in a camp, there's no reason you should have no goddamn Rolls Royce or a fucking Ferrari. Alright, that's stupid.
Pulling up, Lamborghini.
And a Ferrari F12 super fast, 812 super fast. V12 naturally aspirated.
Because
superfluous. It's extra.
Pulling up in that 790, I forgot who it was, but it was a certain pastor. They was wondering why he was living, this certain luxurious lifestyle, driving these nice cars and things like that. And he was pretty much saying that, Jesus ain't gonna be riding around in a Honda.
Yeah, he actually would
I was
be.
like, what the hell, man?
He actually would be. He came in on a donkey. Ass, foul of ass. Matter of fact, get that.
Yeah, man.
Foul of ass. Behold your king coming.
He was very humble, man, meek. All right, he had, of course, he had the power to have it all. All right, but the Lord, he didn't really have much. All right, he had a regular job. Had enough to get by. But
well, he was actually doing very well. Carpentry was a really good profession.
Yeah.
He said the scripture said he gave that up. Even though he was rich. Well, I say that in the precepts. If I get that too. Read that and though he was rich, he became poor.
You kind of got the lead up story.
Point.
So it says Matthew chapter 21. Yeah, Matthew chapter 21 and 5. Tell ye the daughter of Zion, behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek, and sitting upon an ass, and a colt that found the foal of an ass. Verse 6, and the disciples went and did as Yahushua commanded them. And
so he came in on an inferior horse. Right? Instead of, he could have came in on which he had every right to do so, but he was prophesied that he was going to do that. Where you reading that up? We'll get that in the actual prophecy. Where he got that from?
Yeah, I already got it.
Read it. Yeah.
So this is.
Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, and he's the volume of the book. All right, the prophets came by Yahushua.
On Zechariah chapter 9 and 9, it says, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just, having salvation, lowly and sitting and riding upon an ass, and upon a colt, the foal of an ass.
Yeah, so the Lord came. The Lord came on a donkey, something that's inferior to a horse. All right. They kind of vicious though. They strong and protective too. Donkeys. You can watch videos on YouTube about that. They'll fuck a damn wolf up or a predator. They'll bite them and throw them and everything. Trample on them. A donkey. All right. But Yahushua came in on an inferior type of horse, whatever classification those animals come from. They came in on like an inferior one of those. All right. So that shows that Yahushua is humble. And he's our brother. All right. And our friends, no more, he's our master, but he's our friends also. So Yahushua understand that we're in the world.
Yeah. Well, Yahushua said it, how he's going to wait, until we come back, basically sit up with him to drink wine.
Right, yeah. Now another humble thing he did, yeah. So he ain't drink the wine during the Passover. The disciples did, but the Lord didn't. He abstained that. Abstained from drinking of the wine, being married, and he drank wine plenty of times before, but that was to symbolize that Yahushua was making a sacrifice for us.
And meanwhile, you got Bishop Nate coming up on a high horse. Within a gospel. Type of honor again, and what? Bishop Nate, that's what he desired. He wanted that praise, he wanted that honor. Look at Bishop Nate, he's on the high horse, man.
Yeah, that's what happens when, you make merchandise of the truth, man, making shirts, making $300 rap features and all this other stuff trying to come with this, hey, we gotta come as humble, man. All right. You don't see the apostles and elders of Great Millstone always asking for money, putting the cash shop everywhere, and this and that. If someone asks a question, they may do a video on it, but that's not the spirit that they come in, man. All right, because the main thing is preaching this truth. You know, if you got any arms or whatever you got in ties, you know, of course, you know, get what you can. All right. But you got these certain camps with these certain leaders, man, like they, you know, worth his net worth for millions of dollars, man. Right? A guy like that, you know.
Yeah, and what? That shows you now that the guy has so much money, he's not bound by them thorns, right? He's basically, you know, bound by his money. You know, because we already know you got the 501c3. So if we speak against what he's not, or, you know, basically if he says what he's not supposed to say in country, but his, you know, he's on money. And, you know, you basically see the same thing, you know, with these celebrities. For example, Nick Cannon, he started speaking out, getting out of line. They completely
he had to bow down to the he had to go take a class with that Steam dude, whatever the hell his name was. Yeah, he had to take a damn class. So he got sunned by a Khazar. A real Judite got sunned by a fake Judite, by a Amalekite, by Amalek, Edom. Judah Israel got humbled by him because he signed, you know, he has agreements, you know, contracts with them, with the Khazars. So why would you be talking shit against them when you got contracts with them? You know, I mean, like big contracts, not like one contract that's small for $1 million. He got like hundreds of millions of dollars, 20s and 10s. Got like $400,000, $30,000. You know, he'll make $300,000 in 2 years, $500,000 in 3 years. So he got tens of millions of dollars contracts and benefits. You know?
Yeah, that goes to show you, that's why the scriptures say how it's hard for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. It's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Why? Because that rich man, we understand that we're in captivity. I don't care if you're Jay-Z or if you're Floyd Mayweather. You got hundreds of millions of dollars. Hey, we're all in captivity because, you know, if Floyd Mayweather would speak out against, you know, Esau and start to say some of the truth, his whole entire bank account's gonna get shut down. You know, does Mayweather, does Jay-Z have control over their bank accounts?
Well, that ain't gonna happen. What they probably do, he'll end up getting type of sex charge.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll slowly degrade him over time. And he'll end up dying in a fucking prison.
Yeah.
You know, like Gonzalo Lira, he died from pneumonia. The guy, Coach Red Pill, I don't know if y'all know who he is. He got really popular. He was speaking about Ukraine. In Ukraine, they don't have freedom of speech over there in Ukraine, especially in wartime. And he got arrested. He didn't commit a crime, so why the fuck he get arrested? So, and he ended up dying from, I think, a pneumonia or something in jail. But that's what's gonna happen.
Yes, look. But you know the reason why I said that because we have two good examples of that. What Kanye West said that we obviously see when he started speaking out, but he said how his one of his bank accounts got shut down or
they can frozen. They can do that. Yeah, they did that with the other races. Dude, Big Fuentes, he's like an Edomite, a Spanish Edomite. They cut his bank accounts. They said you can't do business with him. So they had to write him a check or some shit. So there's alternatives, but when you were a right-wing guy, racist, right? He says he's not racist, but Nick Fuentes, but they cut his bank account. And they don't have to, they technically don't have to do business with him. You know, it's a private institution. So the bank can kick you out the damn bank. And they're had their so-called J's anyway. So they don't have to do business with you. Then you have to go to different various other accounts. Smaller, you got to put your money in smaller banks. Then you have to get a business. You know, they get a representative of that business to run the business, to open the account. So you got to go behind different layers to protect your money. And then you got that much money that Kanye West got. That's gonna be hard as shit. You gotta take all your money over fucking seas. know, and then you already sold your soul to the devil anyway. So you know there's no need to do that. You know, you play a little part and then apologize and then go back into hiding for another 5 years. They come out with another record in 6 years. You know, that's exactly what Kanye West did. Then he apologized at the end, which is really bullshit. I don't think anybody really believes it, but he was just a chapter in time. That's what Kanye West was. He was a chapter, and then they moved on to something else, to another character they're gonna exploit. Then you got Ukraine. Well, Ukraine is going on at the same time, right? Then you got the Palestinians and the Khazar-Jays. That's gonna be something else. Then the Houthis, now they're at war. U.S. and Britain are attacking the Houthis in Yemen. That's another war front. There's gonna be something else soon.
People think just because these people are rich, got pretty much anything they would like, that they're just free to do whatever they please. But that's not the case. Those people are actually more in slavery, than us. Because you gotta think about it. We preaching against this kingdom every day. And during this grace period, we got this on all these celebrities. Why do you think, something will happen in a celebrity get prosecuted or something that will happen in 1990, have all this evidence or video will surface, because you're going to either get exposed, or get put to death, some weird death happened, right? So, that just goes to show you, man, all right? That's why you just gotta humble yourself, not try to get too high on the totem pole, because Esau can come after you.
Targets are yeah, and those rich guys, they have multiple bank accounts spread out. They have overseas money. If they get a bank account frozen, that's just where they made their money. They have hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars spread out throughout the country and throughout the world, so they can access money. But us little guys, if they do it to us, it's harder for us to get money out. We're not going to have 100 bank accounts. We're only going to have like 2 or 3. Those rich guys, they got multiple streams of income, multiple bank accounts spread out throughout the whole world. All right? They do it to us, that hurts. That's why the Lord is keeping us humble, keeping us to a certain amount of money. The Lord's not going to make us multi-millionaires or multi-billionaires. He's going to keep us just right. Not poor, but not rich either. All right, so give me neither poverty nor riches.
And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, "Blessed be yours is the kingdom of power, or the Most High." It says, verse 21, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled." It says, "For ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil."
Yep, separate you from their company. And exclude it from certain things, and see you. Have an assumption about you. And you go home, I recognize you, and be offended that you live in the neighborhood, or you live in this apartment building, or you're a neighbor. You never say nothing, Then when an event come up and try to join, they're like, "Oh, you can't." They talking shit about it, Don't wrap that little
It says, "And cast out your name as evil for the son. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did the fathers of the prophets." Yeah, so just like how back then, you got James, persecuting and marking the prophets as evil. The same thing is happening right now, and a lot of people think that, when people think about Yahushua, Isaiah, they think about men, they're love him. Yeah, of course I'll agree. Nah, man, because what, Yahushua, he was hated.
Yeah, they were afraid of getting put out the synagogue. You know, if they side with a certain ideology or a certain framework, you know, they wanted to be a part of the group, the large group. You know?
Yeah. Because what if Yahushua was here, man? And again, you know, a lot of these people say that they love the Messiah and all that. Christianity, they say that the Son of Heavenly Father is some soft guy. He won't do any harm. No, Yahushua, he was an austere man. What, Yahushua, he was crying aloud, sparing us. And literally what we're teaching, Great Millstone, Yahushua will be teaching the same exact thing. What, we're literally hated for what we teach. And literally what we teach is from the scriptures, and it's not from us. All we're doing is breaking down the Bible, and it's 100% truth. And you know, you got people getting mad. Yahushua will be doing the same thing.
Yeah, he'll be out on the street preaching.
So it says Luke chapter 24, Luke chapter 6 and 24. For woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Yeah, so a lot of these guys, man, they receive their consolation. Let me get that word for consolation in the Greek. It's the Greek word paraklesis or paraklesis, which means a comfort, a solace, that which affords comfort and or refreshment.
Comfort. You've already received the reward, the prize. Our comfort and our reward is going to be the kingdom. All right. Well, we also have the truth, but their reward, their comfort is going to be what benefits the world can give them, what they can receive in the world. Our comfort is going to be the wisdom and knowledge and the kingdom of heaven.
It says in verse 25, woe unto you that are full, or you shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, or you shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers and the false prophets. Yeah. It says in Luke chapter 6 and 26, woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers and the false prophets.
Yeah. So that's and we come here to bring the 100% raw truth. Alright, we don't sugarcoat it. We don't put a worldly twist, spin on it. You know, trying to please men, trying to please women. Alright. You know, the scriptures say, "Am I there for your enemy?" Because I, you know, tell you the truth. Roughly paraphrasing. Alright. So we're gonna be seen as people's enemies because we telling them the truth. And that's the thing, man. You know, it's a wicked saying, you know, in this world called ignorance is bliss, man. All right, because these people like that tree-like state. You know, they like to be stuck in their own delusions, man. All right.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know, and it basically it goes to show you how, you know, the Lord literally set up the prophets to be hated. So, but you know, when you look at the Christian church, what the majority of the world loves the Christians, right? They love the Christian church because, I mean, again, you know, all they do is preach most of them, all they do is preach the doctrine of prosperity, that the Lord is good and the Lord's not evil. He's only good, or, you know, the Lord's He's only good and the Lord controls no evil. You know, that saying controls all these people, and you know, basically pushing a doctrine of prosperity. And you know, without bringing out doctrine, without bringing out anything, you know, warning the people of what's going to happen. Everything that's within the scriptures and what we're hated for.
Right.
Well, again, that's expected.
Look up suddenly. Oh, you gonna grab something?
I'll get it. that came to mind. This is the book of Isaiah 59 and 15. It say, yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And it's like ever since we got into this truth, man, we've been demonized, man. You know, we start to demonizes us. Alright? But that's what the Lord said. You know, the Lord says a lot of niggas return is going to be that division, man. I would hang around the people we used to hang around with in the world, man. Hang around certain individuals, you know, as much. Alright? Because ever since we got this truth, man, alright, you know, we got separated, you know, from all these wicked people, man. Alright? You know, they demonize us, they hate us. Alright? And it says, that there was no judgment, you know. So, but that was it.
So, subtly, get a few scriptures on subtly, get the
God. It's Mark chapter 13 and 32. For of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants.
all right, the servants to us. All right.
There you go. Authority to his servants. And right now, you know, we the leaders of Israel started with, you know, the apostles on down, right? Because we all know how it's a hedges. You know, we pretty much, you know, taking the blood off our hands, right? Telling these people to come back, all right? But it's gonna be 2/3, you know, in Mount Rock. It's not gonna take it. It's not gonna come back, you know. But with death, pestilence, you know, the missiles, you know, whatever judgment that the Lord sees fit, you know, for a wicked 2/3, you know, he's gonna get it.
It says, the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. These coming suddenly, upon you sleeping.
Yeah, and that's where we don't stop. Alright, these people are asleep, man. These people don't even know what's coming, man. Alright? You know, these people are stuck in the Babylonian ways, Babylonian philosophies, man. Alright? You know, and what? You know, they're not going to be ready for when the Lord make his return, man. Alright? You know, they're going to look at that truth, man. They're going to try to find the answer. You know, they ain't going to find it, man. Alright?
It says, at least coming suddenly, you shall find you sleeping. And when you get that word for sleeping, it's the Greek word exaphnis. Yep. It says, yeah, of a sudden, unexpectedly. It also says unforeseen, unawares.
Yeah. So that day is going to catch them unawares, man. Alright? They want to be in the world, alright? They want to, you know, depart, you know, from this wicked society. You know, that's what it says. Micah 2:10, arise and depart. This is not your rest. Alright, this is not our rest, man. You know? Living in this society, you know, you can never get no true peace living in this society, man. Alright? It's always wickedness around, always hell. Alright? You know, the food is defiled. Alright? These women are defiled harlots. Alright? You got Esau, you know, wicked as ever, man. You know, these heathen nations, man, over us. Alright? As long as you're an Israelite in Esau's kingdom, Alright, it's not gonna be no rest, man. It's in the kingdom, man. Alright? So you guys,
Yeah. Going back to 2 Peter chapter 3 and 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
This is our time to
Second Corinthians chapter 4, which cause we faint not, but though our man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us far more exceeding than we wait.
We afflicted, man. Alright? But what? What the scriptures say, man? No, this is a light affliction, compared to what we're gonna receive in the kingdom, man. Alright? We gotta go through that refining period, man. Alright? Flashing a gun on us, things like that has happened, man. A lot of you guys done that, or 9 times out of 10 probably put them to death, or 10 out of 10, they receive some type of judgment, man.
Well, the Lord saved a lot of them for Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
Jacob's trouble going to call a lot of 2/3 of Israel. Well, most of them are going to see the nuclear fire. That's the prophecy. Hellfire.
Yeah.
Danger of hellfire. Hated your brother without cause is a danger of hellfire.
So next verse it says, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are, so like it says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yeah, that's the thing too, man. Jake only they need a physical proof of everything, man. A guy will come up in a Rolls Royce. I can show you how to get this, and Jake will be, all into it and all of this and that. But we bring out the scriptures, man. And, we in the spirit. All right, we showing you the prophecies going forth. Jake don't want to believe that, man.
Yeah, we tell you that your house child's coming back with a great kingdom. You're gonna have a perfect body. You're gonna be a king. And Jake can't see the farthest that Jake can see is that Bugatti.
Yeah.
Is that damn,
Okay, that damn mansion in Calabasas. All right. Damn, what else? Beverly Hills and shit, man. That's the life of Jake. especially these little women, man. You know what? Every time you talk to a woman, and you say, oh, you like to go, I like to go to Dubai, I like to go here and go there, man. All right. Hey, our people, man. You know they gotta get destroyed, man.
Their mind in the wrong place, you know.
Yeah.
Should be in prayer. Well, you read earlier on holy conversation and godliness. Traveling the world is not godly. All right? Eating at different restaurants is not godly. You don't know what the fuck they're gonna put in.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta think about, what you eat. You know, you gotta make a decision. Should you get a milkshake or should you get a thing of fruit? You know, with 1,000 calories, there's a lot of sugar in there. And shake have a lot of calories, so it's fucking sugar. It's making the calories 900, 1,100 calories in the damn milkshake. Jake don't care what's in the what's in the food, but they'll praise these fucking restaurants.
Yeah, and Jake go out with this woman, go out to so-called fine dining establishment, saying, oh, we eating good and all this. Meanwhile, they got all sorts of abomination on the table, man. Crab and fucking shrimp. You got all these fucking women, on making these videos and then like serving like seafood boils and shit, man. Yeah. Eating like a damn being fucking just gluttonous as hell, man. They got these damn rubber gloves on and shit. Is that first Peter?
Second.
And people fucking sit down and watch that shit, man. Like, people enjoy watching that type of shit, man. That's why these people gotta get destroyed, man. See, just fucking gorging themselves with all this type of abomination, man. So you got it?
Yeah, this is 1 Peter chapter 4. And 5, it says, who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick?
Meaning you can't judge the elect. The elect can't be judged by mortal men. The elect is judged by the Spirit, like Hawashai. Right? So who shall give account? Who's going to recount and count to judge us? You can't. You're the hopeful elect. Hawashai writes that. Go ahead.
God, it says verse 6, for this cause is the gospel reached also to them that are dead.
Yeah, spiritually dead. And that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain the congregation of the dead. Good.
It says that that they might be judged according to the man in the flesh, but live according to the Most High in the Spirit.
Yeah, that's how we can judge and say, watch what you eat. All right. Choose the fruit over the milkshake, at least most of the time. Not all the time. All right. Don't glorify fucking restaurants. All right. Eat there, once in a while, a low frequency, but don't make that like a staple of a high class of living. You do that for convenience sometimes. I would, but not as a tradition. Hold it as a high tradition. Unless it's like something based around health, like a healthy store or something like that. But these regular restaurants, they just cook their shit regular.
Me haven't worked at a restaurant before. I be seeing how and you gotta keep in mind, a lot of this food, they be, basically, well, you might order chicken, man, but you already know this restaurant sells pork, so they be using the same grill. You put the pork on there, you put the chicken up on the same grill without even cleaning it.
Mixing and shit. Yeah, so
a lot of times, like
I would never even known that. See?
You know, so you gotta be very mindful and keep in mind. You know, this whole time, you know, I'm looking at the menu, and I'm telling you, and I'm telling the person like, yo, like, you know, I don't eat this, I don't eat pork, this, that, this in it, this, have that in it. They come in with this gravy. I say, what's in the gravy? They talk about it got a pork base. So you gotta be very mindful of where you eat at.
Hey, even Applebee's, man. You see the Applebee's right there. A lot of this stuff, they got literally bacon
wrap this, bacon wrap that.
Yeah, I mean, and there's even some things that, for example, like, fucking loaded mash, which, you know, I didn't even eat there, but, you know, I basically worked there before, so I know. But, you know, within a load of mash, you got some damn bacon, so you gotta ask that they get it taken out.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you, man, hey, the scriptures say how we're gonna eat our bread among, you know, the Gentiles. But of course, you know, to do your best not to eat any of the that we're commanded not to eat. Or really, man, that's what you should do. And the Lord made it very accessible to do that.
That's, you know, just because our food is defiled and stuff doesn't give you the liberty like, oh, it's defiled anyway. Let me just eat this, you know, abomination. Let me just eat this pork real quick. Let me just eat this. You know what I'm saying?
Get the scripture about too much honey.
And that's that's a damn demon on the chick, man.
The officer probably doing security here. The second time I saw the cop back there, he's probably doing security for the
Oh, you probably got a lot of walkouts.
And they just arrested this dude from Smyrna here, drug trafficking. So it's a lot of shit going on, even though it's a small town, but traffickers and criminals operate and pass through. Got the honey discussion?
It says, Proverbs chapter 16, or Proverbs chapter 25 and 16, hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited.
Yeah, so two parts. Like anything that's good, you know, like a certain food can be poisonous to you. And when it comes to the truth, you know, you have to meter it. Okay, you can't learn everything in one day. You have to have have a balance to the information you absorb. Certain things, like the elders used to tell us, like there's certain things that like when the so-called grape doctrine came out, the elders built up to that point. They didn't just teach it. There was a point, you know, they taught the well, it says this in the scriptures, etc., etc. It's a great thing. All right, how to get a wife. So certain things, certain brothers ain't ready to hear, but now everything's like it's propagated. So it got everything. You got to digest it. Read that again. They get what the word is bitter in the belly when you eat it.
It says Proverbs chapter 25 and 16. Hast thou found honey?
What?
Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited.
Let thou be filled and vomit. All right. Same thing goes for your milkshakes. Eat too much damn sugar. Too much fast food. All right. You gotta control yourself. That's why the Lord gave us the herbs, all right? Because the foods are already decreasing within its strength, all right? So the herbs are supposed to help us and aid us, all right? Even though the herbs themselves are weaker than they used to be.
I'm about to make something out.
And also that's why it's important to fast as well. You know, cleanse your body. You know, and also, you know, it's like a form of discipline because you afflicting yourself, you know, not eating. You know? So that's all I want to say.
Yeah.
All right, last two more scriptures. This one and bring another one out. And then shut it down. All right.
So yeah, before I bring out the Revelation chapter 10. It says Ephesians chapter 5 and 18. It says, and be ye not, it says, and be not drunk.
Get Corinthians also, about temperance and all things.
It says, and be ye not drunk with wine wherein is excess.
Access. Yeah, go look that access up.
It says, but be filled with the Spirit. And when we get that word for excess, it's the Greek word asotia, which means an abandoned, desolate life. It says, it says profligacy. But yeah, which means profligacy, which means reckless extravagance or wastefulness in the use of resources.
So read the definition again. To lead a.
It says an abandoned, desolate life.
We're in access, so we're not supposed to indulge in access or excessive.
So God, get it real quick.
Excessive foods, wine, drink, liberty.
Revelation chapter 10 and 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up. And it shall be, it's like it says, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth as sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up. And it was in my mouth as sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter.
Yeah, and that's how the word is, you know? It's sweet and bitter. But you get used to the bitterness, because we know the prize at the end. You know? It's greater than the bitterness that the word does to us. And the bitterness makes a lot of people fall off the faith. Leave camps, kick themselves out the camp, change the doctrine, that bitterness. But they just want the sweet.
Yeah, you know, for me, that's kind of how it was. When I kind of found out about the truth, I found out, about the kingdom. I found out about how Yahushua is coming back to save his people, the Israelites, see purple blood, and then shortly after, man, I was coming across videos about, Babylon getting destroyed, America, there being war, and the prophets in the scriptures, man, famines, pestilences, basically sedition and chaos breaking loose. That's everything that's swallowed. But just like says, give me the little book and he ate it up. Yeah, man. This truth ain't all about fun and games, man. Because you got guys who just, come in the truth and thinking like it's a damn country club or something.
Yeah,
you got
church, big group.
we certain high holy names, they go crazy. Like the pastor went to the strip club.
He said he repented from that. It's still an example.
Yeah,
it's still an example.
It's just an example.
Yeah, I mean, you should know way better. Hey,
he's supposed to be the high priest, you know?
That's a huge, big mistake to make in front of the whole congregation, man. No one's gonna forgive you.
Right.
Yeah, and even if you still got Jake in that type of mindset anyways.
He's still going off other places too.
Yeah.
So that was just one thing. So. He's the one that was bitching about, you ain't gonna make me break no woman. And before y'all make me break, come on, dude. And the game's Corinthians 9. To temperate in all things. Run the race, run the race.
It says 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and 24. It says, know ye not they that which run a race, or says run in a race run all, one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. Every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, be an income.
Temperate and masters.
Yeah, temperate. In the Greek, it means to be self-controlled.
Self-control. So you watch what the hell you eat because you gotta be in shape. Right? If you want to get that separation of the muscles and all that, you can't be eating the fucking milkshakes and a bunch of sugar and shit. You gotta like low fat. It's like under 10%, right? Body fat, 8%, something like that. You get like that, and most 99% of people would never look like that because they're not temperate. Yeah. And it's not really necessary either. But you know, the point is, you got to treat the race, which is the race of life. You have to have self-control. You have to abstain from meats, abstain from sugar, abstain from women, right? Abstain from indulging in excessive. Good.
Kind of says to exhibit self-government conduct oneself temporarily. Then it says definition B, in a figure drawn from athletes who in preparing themselves for games abstain from unwholesome food, wine, sexual indulgence.
Like that's what it is. Like if you wanna be like this brother brought out about boxing, if you wanna be a good boxer, you gotta be very, very disciplined, man. You gotta stay away from certain foods, man. Alright, you gotta stay away from, dealing with these women, man. Cause you gotta, retain your strength.
Of course, not completely abstain, but you gotta have moderation.
Well, for a period, you should. Yeah. I mean, completely. Especially if you got a problem, you need to abstain completely for a time period and then regulate it over time. Especially when you first come in, you should abstain. All right, be more stoic. All right, and then once you get your bearings, then you can get a wife, or maybe have a cheat day on your food or whatever. But that might take even years to even get to that point. That's why we said the time is short. Okay. Some issues and problems it took us years to figure out and to conquer. So why are you going to start next year? May not be a next year. All right. That's why you get to the faith now, get ready now, so you won't have to hurry up and get ready.
Yeah, that's what the Lord's doing. He's training. Really, man, this time right now it's a training period for the times the really the acts when everything all hell breaks loose. Piece of safety. Right now we're in the grace of we can basically build up so that for example it says in Isaiah chapter 33:6, how wisdom knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation. Right?
And the meaning of grace. Grace means to be built up in the knowledge of how to serve the Lord. It says Christian faith. The real Christians are so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and scattered through other nations.
So getting the word for mastery means to enter a contest. It says to contend with adversaries, fight, metaphorically, to contend, struggle with difficulties and dangers, to endeavor with strenuous zeal, strive to obtain something.
To obtain what? Go to Revelation. No, behold, no one take that crown. That's two different scriptures we're talking about. Get both of them. Get both. Yeah.
So Revelation chapter 16 to 15. Behold, like it says, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and see his shame.
Stay in the race. Stay in the race. No man take that crown.
behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. Now no man take thy crown.
Now look up crown. No man take that crown. Yeah, so we got to abstain from certain meats at certain times, abstain from women at certain times, you know. Indulgence, access, liberty. We gotta employ self-government, all right, to control your lust, so you won't be destroyed. So you can focus on what's actually important, the big picture, all right, which is our salvation, serving the Lord. Is there more?
Yep. It says the Greek word for crown is Stephanos, which means a mark of royal or in general exalted rank.
Exalted rank. Yeah, like the young man that placed crowns on our heads, the Hawashai Rajaza, still so stiffly. That's a prize. All right.
It also says metaphorically the eternal blessedness which will be given as a prize to the genuine servants of the Most High and Hamashiach. The crown.
Is it genuine?
Yeah.
Genuine servants? Yeah.
The genuine, sincere servants.
Genuine
not the guys who are trying to play around and, you know, not really innocent. And, you know, again, it's going to see how it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. The Lord got a lot of these Israelites deceived, you know, thinking that they're teaching the truth. But they're not. You know, they're teaching lies, but they believe that they're teaching the truth. Hey, you know, even though, again, you know, the Lord has the prophets out here, you know, break down the word correctly, so there's no excuse. But yeah. So it says, metaphorically, the eternal blessedness, which will be given as a prize to the genuine servants of the Most High and the Mashiach. The crown, or it says in parentheses, wreath, which is the reward of the righteousness.
God, that's a heavy definition right there. I see how it all is related. All right? We're striving for the master. That's what Timothy. Strive for the master. What do you got?
Yeah, this is the book of 1 Peter 2:11. It say, dearly beloved, I beseech you, as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul.
Now, I believe pilgrim is a temporary inhabitant, right? Or a newcomer. All right? Look up pilgrim. And then read that. No, you look the word pilgrim up and you read the scripture again.
And say 1 Peter 2:11, dearly beloved, I beseech you, as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul.
Yeah, so fleshly lust. You gotta maybe control that and totally get rid of certain fleshly lust.
I want to get that word for us.
Pilgrim and lust.
God.
Now, lust, that's normally means in that context, that which is forbidden, I believe. Yeah.
God, it says the Greek word for pilgrims is Edamos, which means one who comes from a foreign country, a city or land, to reside there by the side of the natives. It also says in the New Testament, metaphorically, in reference to heaven, as a native country, one who sojourns on earth.
Yeah. We're temporary inhabitants until the kingdom comes.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
We're here temporarily, you know, striving to serve Yahweh Shemel Shai. What we can do in order to please the Lord. You know, we understand, you know, of course we gotta get by within the world. You know, we gotta walk in this world and stuff, but again, we're directing